Okay, so I want to do a quick review on, obviously, what you clicked on, Batman City of Owls, which is Volume 2 of Batman from the New 52 series, which you can see right there, number 2. And just to start off, this is really, really good. I mean, it is amazing. Like, I did a review of the first two that came out before this, which is Batman, what was it? Court of Owls, which is Volume 1, and then Night of Owls, which is a tie-in thing. And this does contain 3 issues from the tie-in, which are Batman, what is it, 8, 9, and 10, and the annual, which I think the annual shouldn't have been in Night of Owls after reading it and rereading it in here, because it fits in here better than it fits in there. And I really don't think it should have been in there, but that's my opinion, I guess you could say. Anyways, hardcover, obviously, really quick, anyone wants to see. It's basically the same as the other ones. It's the City of Owls right there. Same thing with the side. You can barely read it, but it says Batman, City of Owls. Of course, Scott Snyder. And I cannot pronounce that other guy's name. Greg Capullo, Jonathan. You know, people who did it, they're good. But yeah, this just came out Wednesday, so that was like 2 days ago at comic book stores, and will come out next week at Barnes & Noble and Amazon. And I'm going to try and make this quick because my battery is actually dying. Smart one, not charging. But yeah, the first 2 issues are just really good. They're two of the issues that are inside the other the Night of Owls, which is Wayne Manor being attacked. And if you already read that one, you already know that, that's like, I don't want to tell much about what's going on here, but obviously the Owls, if you've read Volume 1, you saw all the Talons basically leaving that skyscraper going into Gotham. And that's basically this. Batman has just, he's like still recovering. He's having eye problems from, I guess, being in the dark so long. So that's basically how this starts. He's like looking at a model version of Gotham, which he built, and he's realizing that he doesn't really know anything about the city, even though he thought he knew everything about the city. And like I said, the Talons attack Wayne Manor, which was just awesome. It was really, really good. The third issue, which, see if I can find it really fast, is all centered on Mr. Freeze. And again, this was in Night of Owls. And it feels more like a filler issue than anything. I'm not saying it was a bad issue, but it really just feels like filler, because really there's like a few things, like what's going on at this hour with the Night of Owls and everything. He does run into Nightwing and Robin while they're dumping bodies in this frozen place beneath Wayne Labs or something like that. They're like dumping bodies there. They run into him. They fight him. Batman fights him. There's this whole thing about Nora, which is kind of weird because I don't know if that's how it was before, or if they just decided to change the story for the New 52 or whatever. But it was good. It shows his accident, which you can actually see here is like him turning into Freeze. But that like I said, it was more like a filler to me anyway. Next, the next 2 issues really, I don't want to spoil them because it was really good, and it kind of leaves it up in the air. Like, you don't know if like what happens is true or not with the Talon, because he does fight, like, you could say a main Talon, and you don't know if what he's saying is true or not. But it was more like a twist, kind of. I don't know if it's true or not. They kind of almost feels like they confirmed that it is true in the annual, which is back, I want to say, yeah, here, which is all centered around Alfred's father, Jarvis, which, great name choice there, if you ask me. They don't even tell you when you actually switch to annual. it ends here and Annual starts here, and there's really no cover page for Annual, but I know this is Annual. And it just switches, and it's a really good transition, unlike in City of Owls where it's just in the end of the book. This one actually feels like it belongs right after here, and they just did a really good job with it. And lastly, the last issue really has nothing to do with the owls in any way. It has to do with, what is it, Harper, I don't remember her first name, but she's been in other issues since then, of the newer, like issue 18 I think. And you know, I actually like this character. I'm assuming that she's going to be a major character at some point, especially with everything that's happened with Robin, if you've been keeping up with the newer issues of Batman. If not, I'm not going to spoil them. I will do a review once like those come out. Death of the Family would be the next thing to come out here. It's not announced yet, but that would be Volume 3. Because Death of the Family does begin right after this issue 12. Or the prelude to Death of the Family. And of course in the back you got the cover gallery, which is awesome. That guy, awesome. And yeah, there's really not much else to say aside from, if you got Volume 1, you need to get Volume 2. You don't necessarily need Night of Owls. It is good, with the exception of like Jonah Hex, which I'm not a fan of. If you're a fan of, you know, good for you. Go ahead, read it. I read it anyway, but yeah, like I said, it's really good. Get it. I don't really want to spoil much, but it's just one of the best stories in just straight out comics that I've read all year, including last year. I think, you know, this for me is better than Avengers vs. X-Men, which slowed down near the middle, I guess you could say. But yeah, I don't know. I'm just saying, if you are a fan of Batman, you need to read the whole Owl series. It is really good. And that's my review. Hope you enjoyed it. Any questions, you know, leave a comment. I'll see if I can answer. And subscribe, because that would be nice. You know, I am trying to do these weekly. Been sick, so missed like 3 weeks in a row. But I'm back, hopefully. And yeah, okay. Have a great day, I guess. Or night, or whatever you're doing. I don't know. Okay, this is getting awkward.